This video is for the burned skin model. There is a second skin model you're responsible for, but I'm going through this one because it has more structures that you're responsible for. The burned skin model, both skin models have three different types of skin. You have skin from the palm of the hand, which is thick skin. You have skin from the armpit, and you have skin from the scalp, which is thin skin, and this is also thin skin. In all of the skin types, you have the epidermis, which goes from this dark orange line up. You have the dermis, deep to that, and then at the very bottom you have the subcutaneous layer. In the epidermis, you have multiple sublayers. We have stratum basilae, which is the dark orange, going all the way across, stratum spinosum. Above that, stratum granulosum. In thick skin, we have stratum lucidum, and then all the skins, stratum corneum, the most superficial portion of the epidermis. Then for the dermis, it's broken down into the papillary region, which is the top third of the dermis, and the reticular region, which is the lower 2/3 of the dermis. Within the papillary region, we have these bumps, which are the dermal papillae. And found within the dermal papillae, we can see the corpuscles of touch. We also can see capillary beds. In the reticular region, we have things like free nerve endings, the eccrine glands. We have sebaceous glands, which are always associated with hair follicles. We have the apocrine gland, which is only found in the armpit and pubic regions. We have the laminated corpuscles down sort of at the border with the subcutaneous layer. We of course have the hair root. We have the hair follicles, the hair shaft coming out of the skin. When we look at this structure here, this is the erector pili muscle, again always associated with hair follicles. And then when we look at this hair follicle, we see it's broken down into its various layers. You have the dermal root sheath, the external root sheath, the internal root sheath, the cuticle of the hair, the cortex, the medulla, and then down here is the hair matrix. And then this capillary bed here is the papilla of the hair. And finally, the lowest layer, the subcutaneous layer, which is technically not part of the skin, is composed primarily of adipose tissue. So this yellowish material is adipose tissue. And again, you also need to know the other skin model.